Craft, design, and launch NFTs effortlessly across multiple blockchains. From generating high-quality visuals to enhancing audio, scripting, and minting digital assets, Call AI's advanced tools empower creators of all kinds, developers, designers, artists, and innovators alike. Now available on mobile, Call AI brings everything you need into one seamless platform, giving you the power to create anytime, anywhere.
Click the link at the top.
Crack up, going to just hear what Jamie went through, and it was dope. Salute, right. Like you said.
Definitely. Yeah, also fans, man, are once again worried about Kodak Black videos that he posted saying he's still drugging. It was a set that he did at Rolling Loud not too long ago where he appeared to be disoriented. And that's one thing, Kodak Black, but I want to talk about a little bit about the role of drugs in hip hop. Is it now going too far? And I mean the role of drugs, I mean the promotion, of drugs. Is it now going way, way too far? It's a rapper. I don't know if you know him, out of Philadelphia. Name is Skrilla. I don't know if you ever seen him or whatnot, but he'll make videos like in Kensington. And I wouldn't even say that he's necessarily promoting it, because when you watch it, you can see it's really like a deep form of art, because he's in what they call zombie land.
Yeah.
And he's out around these people.
Yeah.
And they're like his friends. But, in his music, he talks about it. Sometimes you'll see him in the interviews, with the cans or whatever. I don't know what the hell he's huffing on. You see the guys with the lean, the pills. Is it going too far right now, where it's now influencing the youth now to pick up and want to try? I mean, people influential like Kodak Black, Skrilla, all these different people out here now that are, influencing the youth now to partake in this madness.
For sure. When you look at drug use and music in general, the two have always been synonymous with one another, like sex, drugs, and rock and roll and things like that. And at that time, I had young people, white people that were enjoying rock and roll into drugs and into that lifestyle and all of that stuff. And now when you look at it in 2025, it's definitely more prominent. Everybody's doing it. You go through 2024, 2023, actors that have overdosed, different people in music genres that have overdosed, but you don't see it as prominent. You don't see them. It's not out there like a shoe advertisement as much as it is in hip hop. Right. When it comes to Kodak Black, somebody we've talked about a lot on this platform, and somebody that I've definitely defended maybe to a fault on numerous occasions. Let me say this about him, if he is being influential, because he's definitely influential. When you got a Rolling Loud set and you got hundreds of thousands of people out there ready to sing your songs, and you can sing one bar and then stop and they can recite your stuff, they follow you. They're watching that man die right in front of us. And if he don't get help and the people around him don't surround him with help or get him some type of intervention to wake his ass up, he will be a rapper that dies in 2025. He is on the bridge.
Talking about Kodak?
Yes. He is on the bridge, staring down, 1 foot off, and the wind is blowing real heavy. Like, when you look at this man and he's a great actor. He wanted to be a child actor. A lot of shit he did for show, but this ain't for show. His eyes are damn near popped out his head. He's skinny as can be. He don't seem like he wants to stop. And I don't understand what it is about these rappers that think they're invincible, and I don't think they do. I think some of them just have a death wish, or some of them just don't care about not breathing anymore, because this is what they have to deal with to cope with whatever they're dealing with. But on the flip side, and the unfortunate part is, you bringing a generation of people down with you. These kids are watching. These kids are emulating you. They think it's cool. I don't know how they think it's cool to look like Kodak Black right now. That shit look crazy, but people do. So, yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's definitely influencing people to do the wrong thing. And I don't even know what else to say, man. But hopefully he is a lesson. Like I said, if he don't get help very, very soon, he'll be another one. And I hate to say that, because you know how much I fuck with him, but nah.
Yeah, and kind of a story to lead into this, they're saying that black men in particular in Philadelphia, are dying at an all-time rate all over the country from overdoses. And while I definitely believe what you said about Kodak, because now you're dealing with a different day and age now. Like I brought up Skrilla, I brought up Kensington, but now at a point in time, Kensington was known as a place that had the best heroin. But over the years, we've seen that fentanyl now has been introduced to the streets. They're cutting everything with it now to the point where it's not even heroin no more. And now it's even now fentanyl. I'm starting to see it's not even fentanyl. They're mixing fentanyl with horse tranquilizer and different things like that. So now you see the people with the holes all in their skin, and it's getting to the point. And the reason I'm tying all this in with the Kodak thing is because people are now buying pressed up pills from Mexico, straight fentanyl. So you think you're getting a Percocet from a doctor, it's fentanyl. And your body can't handle that shit. You know, because when you're getting the shit from a doctor, it's at a point, I mean, you can overdose, but you're supposed to take what they give you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's regulated.
Yeah. That might have 20 milligrams. You buy it from the street, it could be 500 milligrams or whatever. Who knows? They not counting. They just putting the shit together. A guy like Kodak Black, you may not always be able to get it from a doctor. It may be a time where you get it from somebody on the street, and if that person is not trustworthy, that could be your last time. And remember, he even said it in a song, which he later kind of retracted. You know, I knew the perk was fake, but I still ate it. I'm a gremlin. Like,
I believe him.
Yeah.
I believe him.
Yeah, and you know, not to make light of this, but this is serious. We are dying from overdoses. And like I said, black men in Philadelphia, like never before, bro. So I think it's going to get real scary and I hope this don't happen, when you see high school kids and people that start experimenting and they experiment one time and it's over. That's what we have to tell these kids, like, yo, it ain't like before where you can experiment with different shit. You experiment with something now, might be it. I heard somebody was saying in Bridgeton, I don't know how true it is, dude was telling me that a couple young kids were smoking weed, and they smoked and they died because somebody put fentanyl, laced the fentanyl with the weed in Bridgeton.
Yeah.
So it's scary, man.
Yeah, it is. And the thing is now, a lot of these kids even talk about weed, not to kind of jump too far off. They like their shit sprayed. You remember how that spray shit started coming in? Now you got people that don't even want natural grown weed, even though the shit's fire. They don't want that. They want the sprayed shit. So you got sprayed shit. You mixing it there. And of course, you got some. It's becoming a dirty fucking game. Like, you remember in high school, you might have a kid or two come in smelling like bud after.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But you could smoke your weed. Back in the day, you could be, only thing you're going to be hungry as hell, maybe sleepy.
Yeah, laughing.
Now
and
you
shit.
could die.
Yeah. And that's why it's like you got to have I have such open dialogue. And I'm even still scared. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you want to smoke, please tell me. You think, please tell me.
Right.
Because I don't trust now one motherfucker you getting it from a nothing like that, and that one could be your last. You may try it once, realize you don't even fuck with it. But you need to, you know what I mean, get that out your system, whatever the case may be. I understand peer pressure. And we both, you know what I mean, we understand. But this shit right now, they play for keeps, bro. It's scary. It's real scary.
Yeah, it's not a good time. Even people that want to sniff their coke. They cutting it there. They cutting that with everything because the profit return, from what I hear, is sick. Like, you could use a very little bit amount of it and stretch stuff further and further and further. So people just don't care. But I always thought that you wanted to keep the customer alive to keep them coming back. Not to kill them.
Yeah.
And the crazy part about this, and people that are hearing or watching this going to know, the fiends actually want that, bro. They want fentanyl because now their body begins to build up a tolerance for it. So now they want it. This is a crazy, crazy world we're in. So when these rappers are promoting it, it's definitely dangerous. When they're doing it, it's dangerous. But when you got people that's not really even using it, like and just promoting it, to me, that's even more dangerous.
Yeah.
And a couple of rappers did admit to that, but that's another topic on another day. But like you said, I agree with you, man. If Kodak doesn't get some help, I hate to put this in the atmosphere, but it could be over for him.
I don't want to put it in there either. It's harsh reality, though. Like, we'll be sitting right here talking about it and don't want to. Somebody